All right, let's get busy, y'all. Busy, y'all. Episode 718. And I think the old noggin, there's still connections up there, man. I sat down to do this video and I said to myself, I remember there was something that I said I wanted to talk about at the beginning of the episode. There's no way I'm going to remember what it is. And somehow I remembered. Oh, do you see this? That is a lot of copper, man. A lot. I mean, my first instinct is to say it's about 20 coppers, 25 coppers, 30 coppers. So this is not what I would expect in one of these newer penny wrappers. I mean, this penny wrapper could be 10, 15 years old. It could be. You can see the little fibers on it. The newer ones are, you see the fiber are smooth. I don't know if I have one here on my desk. Let me check real quick. No, they're all from the same person, I think. They're in the same area space. How about this one? Let me check this one real quick. Even this one has the little fiber. The newer ones are smooth. They're almost like not even paper, almost like plastic or something, or polyurethane. But I mean, I'm sure they are paper. But anyway, so this is not what I would expect out of a a newer penny wrapper. And we'll see at the end. I think there's about 20 copper pennies there. If it's 15, it wouldn't surprise me. If it was 30, that's a lot of copper. And our first penny is a zinc. Let me move these other coins over. So, the thing I started to think about at the end of the last episode, which I did not get into because that'll happen. Like I'll have something on the tip of my tongue, in the back of my mind during the episode. And right when the episode's about to end, I'll start to talk about it like a big dope. And I'm like, you can't half hour into a video, you can't start a discussion. You know what I mean? And I keep thinking about doing penny roll hunts, doing an album fill. Now, don't get too excited out there. There are people who get crazy about album fills. I am not crazy about album fills, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm not crazy about album fills because I have a set amount of time that I allocate towards my videos, right? And I have to be honest, this isn't Rob Finds Treasure, all right? In case you didn't know, in case you thought I was Rob in disguise, no, this is Look What Jess Found, and this is Jesse doing the penny roll hunts. Rob Find Treasure could probably fart in a video and get 100,000 views and make $200 or $300 on farting on a video. I have to do real work here and show people how to do real stuff. And I can't go, I'll be back after I'm done with this box of pennies. Let's see if I found a $5,000 penny here. I can't do that. Not that I can't do that. I didn't learn how to do it that way, so I don't do it that way. I probably will never, ever, 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 ever do it that way. And by the way, Rob showed in one of his videos, which I hope it's his basement and it's not on a joisted floor, but he has probably about $1,000, 1,000 pounds, 700-800 pounds of pennies. I think he showed like 75 boxes in the corner of one of his rooms. And it was carpeted. It looked like a carpeted floor. So he could have a finished basement. I'm sure he does. But I don't know, 75, I think he has 70 something boxes. So we both have about the same amount of pennies, if that means anything, which it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'm just saying, like, I'm the penny guy, man. Not for nothing, you know. I'm the real deal. But long story short, those penny roll. This is cup penny number 2. Um, it takes that extra time to do a penny album fill, and I guess I'd have to I think the way I would have to do it, I don't know. I don't know how I would do it. Like a penny, like I see all this copper here, and I'd be like, oh, this would be a good, and then I'd have to do some replay. It's just a whole. First of all, you have to you so when I look at a penny, right? So let's get down to it, right? We have plenty of time here to really flush this conversation out. When I look at a penny, it's really any coin, but I'm most familiar with the elements, the design of the United States penny, right? I'm from when I see one, I'm super familiar with it. If something is off, I notice it right away. And I'm looking for my brain is set to error, right? I'm looking for errors. I'm looking for that misaligned die. I'm looking for that die clash. I'm looking for that die spike. I'm looking for collar errors, that partial collar, that railroad collar. I'm looking for rotation issues. When I flip a coin over, right? Every time I flip a coin over, I could do it 100 times for 1 penny. When I flip a penny over, if that penny ever comes out like this, I'm going to check to make sure it's not a rotated die, right? So I'm doing all these things. My brain is set to error. Now, but your brain cannot do more than one. Your brain is like a computer. Did you know, even on these supercomputers, right? Well, first of all, they have multiple processors now, right? So they really do have multiple brains, right? 8 processors, 10 processors. Maybe they have 20, 30 processor chips now. So each one of those processors is a separate brain. So yes, but there was a time when a computer only had one processor. And each brain can only do one function at a time. It does it so fast that it looks like it's doing multiple things at one time, but it's not. Now, multiple processors, and this is an assumption. I'm not a serious tech guy. My assumption is that multiple brains means you have multiple things going on at the same time. Oh, we got a wheat cent. Look at that. We have a wheat cent. And I just said in the previous episode how I haven't found a wheat cent in a customer wrap penny roll. I'm gonna throw that one out. In, I don't know, months. I've been finding them only in bank wrap penny rolls lately. So, and this is copper penny number 4. I'm not going to count the wheat cent to the end. So, for me to, I would, I do not want penny roll album filling to get in the way of my error searching. You understand what I'm saying? Like if all of a sudden I start just looking at the date, oh, do I need that one? What? And I keep a list, and every time I find a penny, I start to go, oh, do I need that for my? I don't want to do that, man. I don't want to miss out on an error, and I definitely don't want a viewer to tell me, hey, you missed that double die, and then I know it's because I'm searching. I'm trying to fill a penny album. I'm trying to fill a penny album instead of doing my job, which is to look for errors, varieties, things of that nature. So I do not want those two things to overlap at all. I want to keep them separated. I want to keep my channel as, oh man, there's a word I'm thinking of. Am I gonna remember? As natural, as pure. That's the word I was looking for. I want to keep this channel as pure as when it started as possible until the day I die, if at all possible. 90 years old, I like to be doing penny roll hunting with, 1 million followers. And look at this penny I got here. I got, oh, what an interesting looking penny. I would love to be doing that at 90 years old, man. Have all my marbles, you know what I mean? That would be like very, very nice. If not, oh, the Lord could have, the Lord's gonna, not that he can have, but the Lord will take me when he wants, and all of us for that matter. But that aside, I do not want album filling. So, of course, you're all thinking what I'm about to say. You're all thinking it right now. Well, then don't overlap them, right? That's a nice looking. If I was collecting shiny shields, this would go into the 2018 AU pile. That's a nice penny. One day I'll do that. Okay, this is copper penny number 5. Right. So don't overlap them. So that is what would have to happen. If I was to do a penny roll hunt, it would have to be at the end of the penny roll hunt. So, like, this video is probably going to be 20-25 minutes long, right? I have a lot of copper. Copper usually takes a little bit longer to search through. It's older, it's dingier, damaged, and you have to really inspect it a little bit harder. Oh, look at this beauty, huh? Why couldn't you be a small date? Why couldn't you just make me 300 grand right now? No, they're not that much. Are they? I think. Yeah, I think they are like $200,000 for the small date. That's a large date. Then, and I just recently made. Oh, it has die clash. It's weak. It's a weak die clash, but it's there. First 2 columns. It's weak, but it's there. That's copper penny number 7 so far. I said 20, right? 15 to 20. Or did I say? Oh, here goes. Look at this. Another nice one. I just made the. I did not have Denver mint mark 1982s because I hardly ever find them, and I was just throwing them in with. I have a non. I think, and I have not went through them. Oh, that's going to be another video. Whoa! I just realized that that's probably going to be another 2 or 3 or 4 episodes. I haven't. What I did with the wheats, I had that box of wheat cents. Well, I have a box of non-wheat cent, the 82s, 2009s, and some other zinc cents that I've been throwing in a box. So now I finally made the 1982. Uh, yeah, I got it here. 19, Denver's. Oh, this one has one. This one has one in it, so it's the second one in that roll. And then I have the. I think I have the D zinc, and there's none. I've never found the 1982. Well, I haven't found it since I made the tube. They're in the box, right? They're in that box that I told you I've been throwing them into for the past couple years, because I hardly ever find it. Here's a zinc. That's a zinc. Very easy to tell. Zinc, large date, Philadelphia. So we have a copper and we have a zinc and we have a wheat cent. Great, great penny roll hunt. This is like Christmas for me, man. I'll throw this one out too. I'm not cleaning those. And then I have, of course, I have a small glass jar filled with which I have to take it out soon. Oh no, it's a jar. It's a glass jar with turpentine or mineral spirits with some dirty pennies that I want to clean, and it's inside of another a bowl. Oh, look at this beauty, and look at the edge. It's not too big of a deal, but it's there. 2004. All right, so we have a shiny memorial. Nice. We have a shiny memorial too. Very good. Yeah, I don't know about 20, man. I don't know about 20. Some of these are they're just darker zincs, which makes sense. Look at this one. Talk about beat up, huh? Yeah, I have a damaged penny roll, um, copper penny roll wrapper that I put them into. So I do hold on to those. I do hold on to those. We got some nice pennies out of here. Let me tell you, this was a nice penny roll hunt. Really, really nice. Just moving them around and by condition. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. We might have five more. We might hit that 15. 88. No flare G. 86. Throw that out. Probably gonna regret throwing those out one day, right? So back to the album fill. So I'd have to do it at the end. That's number 11. I'd have to do it at the end of the video. And again, what it all comes down to is extra work, extra time, and if anyone's even interested in it. And that's the problem, you know, to put that much time into something and no one really wants to see it. Yeah, I mean, maybe a few people want to see. I can't make. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be. And if you're still here after 16 minutes, you have to listen to this part. Honestly, I make all my money on this channel off the short videos. If I would increase my income by about 5x, right? Because I do 10 short videos, but I search through 50 pennies. If I was just to do a short video, like I went like this, and I just kept on hitting this on and the stop and start button on each penny, and I did 50 shorts, 50 30-second videos, which would be about a half what about the whole time it would take me to do one long video. I just did shorts. And if I found something interesting, then it would become longer, a 1 minute, 2 minute video, no big deal. My income would automatically it would quadruple. Because that's where I make all my money is on the short video. People love these short videos. I already have a customer. I already have a subscriber base for my short videos, and as soon as I upload them, I'm getting 500 to 1,000 views per short. So each one of those is like 50 cents to $1 per short. So if I did 50 a day, forget about it. I would be making a lot more money than $5 or $6 a day that I'm making on my longs. Hopefully one day that changes, but I keep doing it. I don't know, because I like doing it. I like penny roll hunting. I have members. I'm assuming that the members like it, and I schedule them. I mean, I could just schedule the shorts also, and I get to have these long discussions that I'm really hoping that one day they kind of take off. I see that mark. It's the same. Now the question is, okay, right next to the Lincoln, the column, right? There's a column with a hit mark on it, and it looks like it goes directly into. I'm gonna look at this under a loop in a second. I wish I had my handheld microscope, which I ordered, which still isn't friggin' here from California, which really means China. Let's be honest. And I don't know. It looks like the hit mark is carried over from the column. If that mark wasn't on the column, it would have been cool. But it is there, so that's that. On the top of the N, I just noticed there is some separation, very slight. Same thing with the other end, N. Very, very slight, probably mechanical, I'm assuming. All right, so on both ends, there's a little bit of double separation. The top of the serif on that end, and then on the line going up on this end. Yeah, you can see the separation right there. It could also be just mechanical doubling. You see how even though it looks like separation, you can see it kind of travels into the main piece of the end. So I don't know. To me, little marks like that aren't really worth going crazy about unless you really, really know what you're looking for. Anyway, that's copper penny number. I don't know, it's like 12 or 13. So that is the whole problem. The whole ball of wax with me doing album fills is time. Time, my fine feathered friends. Time. It's our enemy. Nice 2010. It is our enemy. There's just not enough of it in a day. And so now, with that said, and the thing is, once I pick up a Penny album, I'm going to feel committed to do it. You know what I mean? Just like I did it I did it 2 times before, and it's another piece of property that has to stay on my desk, which is a total, total wreck. Total wreck. Absolutely devastating. Um, Looking disorganized. Throw that in the garbage. Disorganized, as you just saw right there. Absolutely horrible, horrible mess. And I don't want to put something else on it. No close AM. And then have to maneuver. I have to do things with these pennies afterwards. And then what? Now, if I'm going to do an album fill, I have to videotape it. You follow me? Now I have to. So it's another video. It's another thumbnail every day. It's just another. I don't think I could do it, man. I don't think I could do it. And if I did do it, it would have to be something that I did sporadically, and then that might turn people off, right? Like, hey, what happened to your album, Phil? How come you haven't done it in a week? What am I gonna do? Do it off camera? No, it's content. So that is the whole discussion on album fills for episode 700 and I think it's 718 today. And I think one day I will do album fills. To be honest with you, I'm gonna do it. It just really has to be planned right, and it can't. It cannot detract from the other things that I'm doing. So as long as it's not going to get in the way, yes, I could do it one day. Man, is that Liberty twisty or what? And underneath the Liberty, does that look? It's either peely, it's either peeling or man, there's a lot of movement on the obverse of this coin. It's either peeling or it's like a dried syrup or something. You know what I mean? A dried something. I'm looking at his face right now just to see if there's doubling on his head. I probably will put this one to the side. Let me look at the reverse. Oh, the revert. Wow. You got to see this reverse. There's crap going on with this coin, man. Look at this. This is the reverse. I hardly ever see something that goes down to the copper like that. I mean, it's not clad or anything. The whole thing is copper, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that changes color. Like, very odd. Something really odd about this coin. Is it a double die? I don't know. Could be. I'm going to put it to the side as a special coin. I'll put that one into a flip. All right, we have one more penny, and I think we do have a lot of copper in this penny roll hunt. Oh, another 82 Denver. Look at that. I find one every whatever 40, 50 rolls, and today we found two. And a wow, look at that. And a wheat cent, which we're gonna look at next. All right, so that's the second 82 Denver. I can't believe we found two of them in one row. Oh, this one has a Woody. Lincoln has a Woody. Look at that. Look how cool. From 0 to 2. All right, let's try to guess what what year this is. Again, I mean, the last time we found one, which I think was the previous episode, it ended up being a 1918, which was absolutely bananas. And it looked in this condition. The reverse looked about the same condition as this, maybe a little bit older. And I'm going to say again, 50s, maybe, 1947 to 1958. Again, if it's in the 30s, I'll be surprised. Early 40s, yeah, it could be early 40s. There we go. Boom. This one makes a lot more sense. If I would have turned this over and it said a 1912, I would have been like, what's going on here? Very nice 1945. Wish it was a 43. That would probably be another $1 million penny. And we might have a double die. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I see before I show it to you. Okay, so the doubling that I see is on the 4. The question is it a little hit mark or post-mint damage or something else on the tip of the 4? And does any of the other numbers have any possible doubling? Possibly the 5. The Liberty looks like it might have some extra thickness on the I. The Motto looks like it might have mechanical doubling. And let me check the reverse real quick. Huh. There is an interesting something. I don't know if it's a strike or something on the bottom of the wheat cents. Let me wipe this off real quick with my shirt. I'm glad I don't upload videos the same day that I make them, because if my wife saw that I did this, she what are you doing that for? Now, since it's old, she can't get angry at me. All right, so we're going to look at this very closely. All right, so the question is, let me go a little closer. The tip of the 4, you can see the doubling right there. Or the shelving. It's probably just shelving. It looks like there's some twisting, especially in the I and Liberty. The B, look at the B. Is that extra thickness or is that just die deterioration? Who knows? I'd have to go to Copper Coins and check it out. And then on the reverse, this is the part that I really found was cool. Look on the bottom of the wheat cents. You see that? Now, is that from a second squeeze? That's the question. That's the question. Is that from a second squeeze? I'm not sure. Let me know what you think about in the comments below. Episode 718. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Yes, penny album fills are coming. I got to get my crap together, man. That's the bottom line. This isn't working, man. All right, this isn't working. This isn't working. Okay. I feel like I'm in. And it's so funny because I find it so interesting. Have you ever watched the videos about the Japanese? They're called coffin coffin houses. They're these cage homes. It's how they put little cages in these, and that's what they live. And I found it very interesting, but I wouldn't want to live like that. Anyway, God bless. Please click like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.